I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
We play in the band Ion Attraction.
My name is Mandy Boyle, and I am a search engine optimization manager for Web.com, and I'm also the board chair of the Vintage Theater.
Roya Fahmy. I'm a professor of graduate social work at Temple University.
My name is Charlotte Lewis, and I'm the host of Kick Out the Bottom open voice poetry reading in downtown Scranton.
My name is Lindsay Brace, and I am a filmmaker and visual artist.
My name is Edward Kuzo, and I play in a band called The Social State.
I am Chantel Mitchell, and I am an avid supporter of the Vintage.
My name is Simone Daniel, and I am a writer, actor, comedian, professional hanger-oner.
My name is Jim Reynolds, and I'm a member of The Push.
The one word I would use to describe the Vintage is open.
I guess home is a good one.
Essential.
Breath.
Catalyst.
Fantastic.
Groundbreaking.
Creative.
Badass. You want it to be badass? Because it could be awesome, because it is awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
My first memory of Vintage when it was the small little room on Wyoming Avenue.
I was doing the vagina monologues on Valentine's Day. It was just lovely. And then we did the show, and that was lovely. And it was like all these new smells and colors, and it was really cool here. And then I just never, ever left.
Can't remember exactly what bands were playing, but I remember going to see some alternative bands.
And I went to see the Swims, and it was like a really cool show, and like everyone was having a great time. There's like tons of like crowd interaction. It was I don't know, really fun time. It made me want to get like into a band.
My first Vintage memory is arguing with Connor O'Brien whether we should set a possible version of King Lear in ancient Persia or modern-day Scranton, or both.
I saw a group of people standing outside, and I was just like, ooh, what is this really cool place? And I walked in, and they were drawing on the walls, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. This is a neat place.
Walking past the old Ritz Theater and just hearing about a show and kind of hearing music and seeing like weird kids walking around that looked like me.
A friend was doing a show, Useless Beauty was playing, and the plan was to just come and see her perform and then leave, and stayed for the whole set for all the other bands that were playing, and I just keep coming back.
I really didn't understand what it was all about at first, but I just knew it was something neat.
My favorite Vintage memory is sitting in the armchair downstairs, rehearsing Alicia Grega's White Matter Surplus.
I would say our CD release show. Vintage did everything possible to accommodate us and make everything flow as smoothly as possible.
One of John Bromberg's performances.
They had a Super Nintendo NES Hangout extravaganza.
I'm totally biased by saying this, but it's my band's CD release show for a record, Everyone's Your Friend, because it was one of the biggest audiences that we got to play to, especially in Scranton.
The 24-hour art festival got pretty weird. That was really fun.
Probably the day that I realized that I wasn't just coming and trying to support something local, but I was part of something local.
The other member of The Push, Tim McDermott, and I had our first rock duo concert at the prior location on Penn Avenue.
It was comfort in words and literal comfort in surrounding.
We sold out the show. It was a huge success.
That was like a huge night. I always kind of compare every show to that show, oddly enough.
He and his theater troupe, puppet troupe, are kind of like magical people and very human, so I really enjoyed that.
My 30-year-old boyfriend and his 13-year-old brother were able to sit down, have a cool night, just relax. The atmosphere was great, and he got to bond with his little brother.
Realizing that all these people that I was meeting and becoming friends with, it wasn't superficial, it was that I was a part of this.
It was packed, yeah, it was awesome. It was badass.
4 in the morning, and we rigged up a karaoke machine out of a cell phone and a microphone. And there was a lot of screaming.
And we were basically like a combination of Van Halen and Hall & Oates together, and we showed the Vintage how to throw on a rock show.
This is our Scranton home, music-wise. The most prominent original music base.
The Vintage means to me is that one can't create art in isolation, but when a group of artists come together and there's a true collaboration, I feel like we can all take a deep breath and exhale.
A community really thrives on creative expression, and having a place to facilitate that creative expression is welcoming to such diverse groups and backgrounds of artists and other performers.
You know, high school kids, they want to, you know, get off the streets or whatever, but they have something in them and they want to perform, you know, so they come to an improv night and they say, wow, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do with my life.
This whole place is like that for me. We would have never met a lot of the bands that we met. We met a lot of the band members that come and go, and most of the memories here are extremely personal. It's the only place locally where they have like an actual platform to, you know what I mean, to have their art exposed to other people and have it applauded. They just make you feel welcome and make you feel a part of the club. And the cool thing about the club is anybody's allowed to be in the club.
I'm not saying this is the case for everybody, but for me, it's the potential that I see in Scranton. I never cease to be amazed at some of the people who come in and how open and creative everybody is, and how it's just like really fun and honest, and you know, that means a lot anywhere.
It's a way of expressing yourself and your art or your craft, I mean, whatever it may be, if it's music, if it's visual art, if it's photography. It kind of brings all those people that A, want to appreciate it, and B, have something to offer, brings it all into one place.
It's not a, you know, small group of people just doing their own thing. They're inviting and welcoming, and it's family to me.
I love it. I mean, it's made so much progress, and everything about it is just so homey. Like, we've got this balcony, these nice couches.
I would like to see people of all ages come here, and they are. They really are beginning to, from the children through the teens, through the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond.
I would say just keep doing what you're doing. I think it's so great. Gives such an essence of home to so many people. Thank you so much.
Thank you for allowing me to be me and allowing so many others opportunities in this community, and you're a great asset. Thank you.
It's fantastic that they have shows that are selling out and that, you know, they're getting more and more people into the community. It's not, like I said, one of my favorite things about this is it's not like one small theater group doing this one thing. You know, it's open auditions, and it's get everybody in and get everybody involved, and it's open call for artists and open call for scripts, and that's amazing.
There is a place where I can go be an actual storyteller, it means everything.
I think that the Vintage has done a really great thing, and without that, I don't think that we would have had, you know, 4 or 5 years of these great artists. So I mean, just keep doing what you're doing because it's awesome. So I don't know, is that stupid? Can I do it again? I can do it again.
You know, anything that comes with the art's never an easy thing because it's hard to get the masses to come out to anything you do. But I think they've made enough of a buzz to get their name out there, and they're out there. People know who they are and where they're at. Their name is on the map.